Jenny Mosier here. On Friday, you got our first Teams tutorial. So maybe you've been playing around with it and you are ready for your next step with Teams. So I'm just going to show you a new tutorial today. It's a tiny bit more advanced. It just has a few more options that we didn't show you in the last video. Just like before, I'm going to open up my browser, go to the CRCS website, go to Staff, Office 365 Online, and clicked on Teams to log in. If you're like me, you probably created a fake class just so you could go in and practice putting up posts and adding assignments and just really getting a feel for Teams. But maybe you don't want this fake class here anymore and you just want to get rid of it. You can actually delete an entire team pretty easily. You just come up here to the three dots, click on them, and then go where it says delete the team. It's going to make sure that you're purposely deleting it and you understand. And then the team will just go away and you won't have it there anymore. For this tutorial, I actually do need a sample class, so I'm just going to actually go ahead and add a new one right now. Remember, I create a new team by going to Join or Create Team. I'm going to make it a class, sample, and then this is where I would add my students' names and all of my co-teachers or special ed teachers that might push into my classroom here. This is just a practice, so I'm actually not going to add any right now. Okay, so remember that this post section right here that we're on is going to be like the wall where you post all your information and assignments, and anything you post here, everyone can see. So I want to show you how you can touch base with your students and connect with them. So Teams has something very similar to Zoom. It's called Meet Now. So I'm actually going to find this on the taskbar down at the bottom. It's the one that looks like a video camera. If I click on it, if I hover over it, it actually comes up and says Meet Now. That's the one we're looking for. So if I click on it, it's going to give me the option, oh, there I am. It's going to give me the option to right now meet or schedule a meeting at some point in the future. So I'm going to go ahead and schedule a meeting. So maybe we're going to call this just saying hi. And then let's make it on Tuesday at 9 a.m. until 9:30. So I'm just going to add some details. Oops. So I'm just going to, once I have all my information here, I'll press send. Once I press send, this is, here, let me get out of here. This is going to show up on the post section where everyone in the class will get this, where it says that Miss Mosier scheduled a meet now. It says, this is not mandatory, but if you're not busy, feel free to stop by and say hi. It's scheduled for Tuesday, April 7th at 9 o'clock a.m. Okay, so let's go back and look at the other options. So if I didn't want to schedule it and I actually really do want to do it now, I could just go to Meet Now. And then once I'm here, I didn't actually add any students to this class, but if I did, they would show up here and I could click on the student and it would send them a notification saying, do you want to meet now with your teacher in Teams? Okay, so the other cool option you have is a screen record. So you can actually record yourself teaching a lesson or just sending a short video. And so you're going to do that here where it goes ... You're going to just go to start screen recording. Okay, it says you're recording. Let everyone know that you're being recorded. So I know it's recording because it's red here and up at the top it says you're recording. So now that I'm done with my recording, hi class, I just wanted to say hi. I'm going to hang up. Okay. So now it's going to come on back to this post section. It's got this dot, dot, dot thing going on, like it's loading, it actually takes about 3 minutes to fully load when you record a meeting. So it'll take a little bit before it shows up, but eventually it's going to show up with the video that you just made. It'll be right here for everyone in your class to see. Okay, so maybe you're sitting here thinking, are you serious? I just learned how to do Zoom, and now you want me to learn how to do Meet now? Can't I just use Zoom? Well, if you're thinking that, you're in luck because Zoom is actually compatible with Microsoft Teams. There's a whole bunch of apps that are not through Teams, but they're compatible that they allow you to use. So you can find these apps you can add them to your taskbar down at the bottom by just pressing this dot, dot, dot right here. So it's going to say find app. I've already looked for Zoom, so it's automatically coming up for me. But if I didn't have it here, I could just type it in where it says find an app. Just so you know, there's a whole bunch of them available. If I click on more apps, it'll list all of them. Like I know Quizlet's one that a lot of people use. Maybe use SurveyMonkey or Forms. Any of these apps, if you click on more, there's like 100 there that you can look at if you're interested in. But for now, we'll just do Zoom. Okay, Zoom is the same thing where I can start a meeting now or I can schedule a meeting. So let's say I want to schedule a meeting. I'm going to do the same thing where I'm going to pick a date. Let's say I want to make it on Wednesday in the morning, not at night. Wednesday at 10 a.m. And I want to do it not until 7:30 p.m. until 10:30 a.m. So it's next Wednesday, but let's say I want to add a password also, just to make it a little bit more secure. You don't have to do this, but it's always something that I would recommend. So when I do this, it's going to post this meeting to the wall, and everyone in the class is going to see the meeting details once I post them. Oops. April 8th. Oops, I put April 4th. Sorry, I got to change that. It will not let you go back in time. So April 8th through April 8th. There we go. That should work, hopefully. Okay, good. So now the Zoom information is going to show up on the wall for the whole class to see. So when it is time for the meeting on April 8th at 10 o'clock a.m., anyone from my class can come and just click on this link and it'll open up the Zoom app. Or if they want to just not log into Teams but only open up the Zoom app, they can do that and just type in this meeting ID once they open it. That's all I really had to show you in this next tutorial. So just to review, we talked about how to delete the practice class, how to start a new class. We looked at Meet Now, how you can schedule. You can do a live Meet Now or you can record and post to Meet Now. If you'd prefer to do Zoom, you can use that as well. Thank you so much. I hope this was helpful.